Okay. Happy, gentle flow. Gentle, gentle, gentle flow. Oh, I'm greasy. I'm gonna say I'm glowing. I'm glowing. Oh gosh. All right. We are streaming. Make sure my music is turned down. I am tight. Happy Thursday evening. How amazing is it that we are here together, honoring our body, our minds, right before we go to bed. All right. I should probably turn on my light. Well, my lights are. Oh, my other light. Okay, lights are good. Lights are good. All right, everyone, happy Thursday evening. The light in me sees you, honors you. So how great is it that we are sitting here tonight? And I've already said all this probably because I'm rambling. I feel like I'm rambling. But anyway, let's stay seated on our mats in an easy seated. Easy seated can look whatever way you need it to look. It can look where your feet are straight out and you have a pillow here. If your knees are tender, it could be where you work out, you're good. You want a good stretch, so you're here and easy seated. It could be where you want to open up your hips, and you're here in butterfly with your shoulders down. But wherever you are, let's meet sitting still, sitting with ourselves, palms facing down on our knees. We're going to close our eyes, and we're just going to focus on our inner body. So we're going to go inward, and we're just going to scan our body by breathing in big, ballooning out your belly. So breathing in big gulps of love, tenderness, compassion. And then we're going to empty out by exhaling every and anything that does not serve you. It could be negative self-talk. It could be feelings that are not necessarily a loving feeling. So anything negative, mean, let's exhale all that out, emptying out. Breathing in big, making sure your belly is ballooned out. Bringing air into your body. Exhaling, emptying out. Let's do that for one more big, huge round. All right, blink your eyes open, wiggle your fingers in your toes. And let's just one by one extend our fingers out. You can pull your palms facing out, and let's just wiggle our fingers, extending our fingers out. I'm not sure if everybody was on the computer all day today, but let's send some love energy, wiggling our fingers, and then go the opposite way. Don't forget your thumbs. All right, now let's rotate our wrists. This used to be super hard for me. Like 3 years ago, it was very difficult to move my wrist. Let's rotate to the opposite side. All right, now let's rotate our forearms. So just rotate and then rotate the opposite way. Feeling if there's any tension, just kind of notating it. Now let's bring our shoulders into it. So we're going to pull our shoulders forward. You can lift them up towards your ears and then bring them down. Still wiggling your fingers. So we're just releasing all this energy in our arms and our fingers. If you're sitting at a desk, this is great. All right, let's go the opposite way. I'm very stiff in my upper body. I'm like locked up, so this feels good. All right, bringing your shoulders up and down. Exhaling, flowing through your breath. All right, let's relax. Now, I want you to bring your right hand up and just bring it where your shoulder is away from your ear. You're going to bend at the elbow and then tilt your neck towards your palm. And then rest your hands, your fingertips on your forehead and pull your neck over, feeling that nice juicy stretch on the left side of your neck. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and relax your hand. All right, let's come up. Ooh, that was good. Now let's lift our left hand up, bending at the elbow, making sure your elbow is straight, shoulder away from your ear, and bend your head towards your palm and hands on your head and pull over. Shoulders away from your ears. This is good. All right, and release. All right, let's bring chin to chest, stretching your neck. Inhaling, exhaling, bringing your chin up, and exhale, or inhale, sorry. Exhale, chin up. Now, these poses, the first couple of poses that we've done, you can do this sitting in your couch, watching TV. You can do this laying in the bed. We have really worked out our upper body, and you can do it anywhere. So anyway, chin to chest. Inhaling big. Exhale. Neck is neutral. Inhale, neck back. Stretching your throat. Exhale up. All right. Now let's bring our palms together. Shoulders are away from your ears. All right. And let's bring our elbows together, touching, touching, touching until you have to separate them. Fingertips together, shoulders away from your ears. And let's pull our body to the right. Up. That's good. Down. And come up. Let's go to the left. Fingertips are pointing up, looking up, and looking down. All right, let's come up and bring your hands down the heart center. Awesome. All right, let's sweep our hands over our head, activating our shoulders. Bring your hands together and bring them down the heart center. All right, let's do this 3 times. And each time we go, we're going to get slower and slower. So this time we're going to make sure our fingers are spread wide. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Ooh, feel that nice stretch. Extend your hands out and bring your hands together. Hands down the heart center. Ooh, feels good. All right, let's do it again. This time a little slower. So let's bring our hands out to the side. Fingers are spread out. Let's slowly lift our hands up over our head, finding a little bit of resistance. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Ooh, hold it. Let's hold it for right here or wherever you are. Hold it, shoulders away from your ears. 2 rounds of breath. Exhale. Inhale big. Exhale, palms together. Bring your hands down the heart center. Ooh, I feel some warmth in my shoulders. All right, let's do it one last time. All right, this time a little slower. So let's bring our hands out, fanning them out. We're gonna hold it, shoulders away from your ears, and slowly pull your hands up over your head. Now, when you get to a straight T, arms out on opposite ends, hold it for 2 cycles of breath. All right, and let's go. Ooh, this is right, and let's hold it for 2 cycles of breath. Palms together. Ooh, and bring your hands down the heart center. All right, got a lot of heat generating. Let's rotate our shoulders back. Good job. And rotate your shoulders forward. All right, let's get some side or some circles in our hips. So now we're going to start to move to our hips. We've worked our upper body. So now let's get to our knees and our legs. But first, let's activate our hips by just doing circular motions. And you can still continue to activate your shoulders by locking your palms on your knees and getting into it. All right, so stop wherever you are and go the opposite way. And we're going to go about 5 circular motions in the hips. Flowing through your breath. Easy. Activating your hips. All right, one more flow around. And meet me with a neutral spine. All right, let's walk our hands out in front of us, pulling yourself up into a tabletop. So bring your knees a little closer together. Make sure if you have props on the mat, you can bring them to where they're not in the way. All right, so we're in tabletop. So now we are knees hip distance apart. So your knees and your hips are in alignment, and your shoulder and your wrists are in alignment. And this is super important in yoga because alignment is will help you to not hurt yourself. So let's do some cat-cows. And on the cow, we're going to bring our belly to the mat, hips up, chin up, and inhale. On the exhale, we're going to pull our belly to our back, pushing off the palms of our hands, locking our elbows in, and let's flow through our breath 2 rounds. Oh, it does feel good when you can flow through your breath, through the pose. All righty, now let's thread the needle. So let's get into where we're going to, let's rotate or lift our right hand up in the air, wiggling your fingers, looking up. And now let's pull that right hand underneath the left and relax the shoulder onto your mat, reaching out. And then see if you can pull your hips back just a little bit like a child's pose. And come in to thread the needle. So we're activating our shoulders and our hips by just pulling back a little bit. And if you feel tension in your lower back, then you can bring your hand behind your back or just put your palm flat on the mat, your left palm. Let's find 2 cycles of breath. And let's push up with the palm of our left hand and pull your right hand all the way up and down. All right, let's windshield our hips from left to right. And let's sweep our left hand up. Wiggle your fingers. I'm just popping tonight. All right, let's go. Right, left hand under, right. Extend your right hand out if it's in your practice, or you can just leave your right palm on the mat. And let's have 3 cycles of breath. Pull your hips back for a deeper stretch. So almost in a child's pose. All right, when you're ready to come up, you can use your right palm to push up. Bring that left hand up in the air and bring it back down to the mat. And let's windshield wipe our hips from left to right. Awesome. All right, let's big toes together, knees spread out to the sides of the mat. We're going to walk our hands out to an extended child's pose. Forehead to the mat. And let's exhale. Mm. All right, one more full round of breath. And let's come up to tabletop. Pull your knees together, hip distance apart, and let's windshield wipe our hips from left to right. All right, now let's extend our hands back. So we're gonna do a puppy pose. So in the puppy pose, if you need support under your chest, you can bring support here. Let me see, so that it'll be right under your chest. You just walk your hands out. If you don't need support, we're gonna walk our hands to where our chest and our chin are towards the mat and your hips are straight up. Your forehead can be on the mat if the chin is too much. All right, so we're gonna bend our back toes, come a little bit up on your forearms and pull, actually walk your hands back towards your knees, and you're gonna send your knees off the mat into a down facing dog. And let's walk our dog, just bending one foot and stretching one foot, or I'm sorry, one leg. So bending one leg and straightening the other, and then walk your other dog. Look at that, my whole back is out, sorry. All right, let's walk and walk, walk, come down the tabletop. All right, flatten out your feet. Now let's do some balancing poses. All right, so let's make sure when we balance, what we're gonna do is, again, make sure your form is good. So your hands are shoulder width apart, fingers are fanned out wide. Let me stand up so I can get the whole, stand up or spread your fingers wide. And then your knees are hip distance apart, all right? And we're just gonna kind of get a feel of where we are in terms of our balance. So our right hand is out, and then we're just gonna kick our left foot, just make sure your feet are flexed, and you're gonna tap it with your toes, and then pull your back leg up. So it's gonna look like this. Tap, make sure I'm steady. All right, hand out, tap, and then find my balance, flexing my feet. All right, and release. Extend your left hand out, tap your right foot, and then bring your right foot up. Point your toe, flex your toe, find your balance, and release. All right, let's do the opposite side. So right hand out, left foot, bring it out, find your balance. Now we're gonna pull in our elbow to our knee and come back out. Flexing your feet. Let's go in again, elbow to knee, hold it, and come back out. And release. All right. Where are you in your balance? Make sure your hands are steady. And right foot out, left hand out, lift up, find your balance, and let's extend elbow to knee and come out. Let's extend again, elbow to knee and come out. And release. All right, one more pose, one more balancing. We're gonna do it one more time. So right hand out, left foot out, find your balance, hold it. Bend your knee. So you're gonna bend your left knee, and then you're gonna come around and grab your ankle. Open up your heart. And if it's here where you're at, that's fine as well. If you can do this, that's fine as well. If you can do this, great. Get a maximum stretch. All right, and release, come down. Windshield wipe your hips from left to right. And let's go to the left hand out, right foot out. And find your balance. Bend that right leg. Reach around, grab your ankle, your foot, and open your heart. Again, you could be here. Key is balance. All right, let's release. Okay, come up. Actually, come back into child's pose. So let's come back down. Forehead to mat. Honoring your body, the space that you're in right now. Breathe into any tight spots, tension. Breathe love, light, and peace. All right, let's come to tabletop. All right, so now on the tabletop, let's find our way on our back. And what we're going to do, let me see if I should have turned my mat this way. So we're going to do a thread the needle laying down on our back. Okay, so what that looks like is, and we're going to let's do a couple poses to get down to our back. Let's see what time it is. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sit with our feet flat on the mat. Our knees are bent. And we're going to sit up so back is straight. Shoulders are away from our ears. And just breathe in and see where you are. See where there's any tension, tightness in your body. So my lower back, there's a pinch there. So I'm going to adjust and get my blanket. My back. Do not want to do any additional damage. All right, so I'm going to sit where my pelvic bone is tilted forward, and that releases the tension. All right, so I'm here. Okay, so my back is straight, shoulders are away from my ears. My hands are straight out in front of me. I'm focused, I'm breathing, and I'm going to lift up my right leg and try to straighten it and bring it back down. Now that was a lot. That was tight. Now, if you can come back just a little bit, but don't hunch like I'm getting ready to do. You should come back, and back is neutral. So if you need to come back to release or relieve some tension, you can do that as well. Let's lift up our left leg, shoulders away from our ears, and come back down. All right, let's lift up our right leg. Where are we? And come back down. All right, so now we're going to get into boat pose. Let me make sure I don't hunch over. Shoulders are back, shoulders are away from your ears. Your hands are straight out in front of you. You're going to lift one leg, get comfortable, point your toe, and then you're going to bring it back down. I need to come back a little bit more, so if you need to, you can. Now you can lift both of your feet up. It's okay to have a little shiver or shake. Shoulders are away from your ears, back is straight, and release. Woo! This one should wipe our knees from left to right. All right. All right. This one should wipe our knees from left to right. And now let's bring our left knee behind us, and we're gonna bend our right knee, just like this. All right. Oh, why is my phone popping? Okay. All right. So we're here. So our foot is behind us, and we're here. So now we're gonna just lift our hips up off the floor and reach up and come back down. Bring your left leg to meet your right, and windshield wipe your hips from left to right. All right, let's bend our left knee and bring our right leg behind us. All right, let's sweep our right hand up, lifting our hips off the mat. Reach up. All right, let's come back down and bring your knees together. Windshield wiping your knees from left to right. All right, let's come down, bringing our feet to staff position. All right, so in our staff, let's stretch ourselves out just a little bit. So let's sweep our hands over our head, bring your hands out in front of you. All right, Make sure your back is straight so your shoulders are away from your ears. See, I'm hunched like this, and that's not healthy for my back. So let's do this again. Make sure my back is straight and I'm just leaning forward. Feels better. And come up. Bring your hands down. Bounce your knees. All right, let's sweep our hands up again. Hinge forward and bring your hands forward. And then your posture will get better with time if you focus on your back and where your back is positioned. So this is good. Feels good. All right, let's come back. All right, let's bring your knees back and let's find our way back flat on the mat. Right? All right. So we're just going to keep our knees bent, bring our hands out to a T, and we're just going to windshield wipe our knees from left to right. So we are in our final couple of poses, and we're going to end up on our back doing some stretching, opening up our hips even more. All right, so let's put our right leg up, pointing your toes, flexing your toes, pointing your toes, and just grab the back of your leg and you can point your toe and bring your leg as close to you as you can and as soon as you feel a little bit of tightness, then that's when it's your cue to stop and just breathe into it. So hold it. Make sure your shoulders are back, shoulder blades are pinching, pointing your toes, and come down. Woo. Windshield wipe your knees from left to right. And let's lift our left leg up in the air, pointing your toes, flexing your toes, pointing your toes, flexing your toes, and clasp the back of your knee and bring your leg to you. You can reach up just a little bit if you want to meet your knee. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ear. All right, and release. Bring your knees down to meet each other, and windshield wipe your legs from left to right. All right, let's bring our knees to our chest, and then just wrap your hands around your legs and hug yourself. You can go back and forth. Just kind of rock from left to right, working your spine out. You love on yourself, hugging yourself. Feels a little awkward at first, but then you're like, you know what? If I can take a hug from somebody else, I can definitely hug myself. And then it's like, yes. All right, and release. Let's bring our knees down, or our feet down flat to the mat, and then your hands are spread out into a T. So let's just bring our knees to the right, both knees to the right, looking over your left shoulder. Breathing into your side body, honoring your lower back, your hips, and your knees for being strong tonight and sturdy. All right, bring both of your knees up and rotate them over to the left, looking over your right shoulder. Feeling that nice side body stretch, honoring your hips, your thighs, your knees. Letting them know how proud you are. That they held their ground, they were strong, they stretched with you. It's great. Yes. All right, bring your knees up. All right, and let's do one last hug. Bring your knees together to your chest and rotating. And then rolling over to one side in a fetal position, and then lifting yourself up, finding yourself in easy seated. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're in easy seated. Let's sweep our hands over our heads. Bring our hands down the heart center. All right, let's clasp our hands together. Bringing our hands up to our chin, past our nose, past our eyes, past our crown. Sending them up in the air and bringing them down to our knees. Shoulders away from your ears. Make sure your back is straight. Hands clasped together over your heart. It's been an amazing evening. I thank you for sharing this practice with me this evening. The light in me honors and respects the light in each and every one of you. I hope you have an amazing rest. I will be up bright and early at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I'm about to have a good night's rest. So thank you for joining me. Happy Thursday. Sending you positive vibes on this wonderful evening. Good night. Namaste.